Hey everyone! Welcome back to episode 3 of season 12 of Heartland, titled Just Breathe. Ty agrees to mentor a troubled kid, but struggles to find common ground with him. So I guess this is going to be kind of like before, kind of like the whole Badger thing, because she knows they haven't done that since like Badger. You know, I think they might have done it once more maybe. But yeah, Jack hasn't taken on any troubled youth. So I wonder if that's what this is going to be, or if it's going to be maybe mentoring at the clinic or something. But it says struggles to find common ground. It's like, you might not find common ground. You know, you can't save everyone. That was something that Castiel told Dean once in Supernatural. He says, you can't save everyone, though you try. And that is a sad fact of reality that, you know, even though you might want to help people, sometimes someone can't be saved. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you, and no matter how hard you try. And I know that when it's you as a person and you're trying to save someone and you can't, that it hurts you. But at the end of the day, it's really not you. It's not about you. It's about this person. If you can't save this person, it's not because you failed. It's just because that person wasn't receptive. But I know sometimes it can be hard. But of course, by the end of the episode, Ty will have one kid over. Let's get started.
Previously on Heartland.
Cassie? No, someone new. I do yoga occasionally, you know. I was trying to make it be a goal this year to do it more, you know. Hasn't quite happened, especially since I sprained my ankle. But... Hey, Monty. It's nice seeing Monty again. Okay, so he wasn't bluffing. But as soon as she said Mitch, it was like, oh. Oh, come on, it'll be fine.
Look who it is.
Clint.
Clarence! Hey,
So I guess we are seeing Clint again. I was just saying they hadn't done this for a while. Well, it looks like Clint's back.
No, guilty as charged. I do.
Alright, so
That's the one. That?
he was dating someone and he wasn't bluffing, but
Hold it. Take a look at this.
obviously Maya doesn't know. Maya doesn't really need to know, because nothing really happened.
If it were to get that, doesn't matter. That's a beauty. Oh, I like this better. No crafts.
Okay, good guys, hold on a second, all right?
Guys, right?
Trees have low branches.
All right. Fine. Well, we do this one.
Fine, we'll do this. Great. Okay, well, I guess we're done.
Here we go. A beet pesto pasta.
And they're all like, on off. I'd let him go. I'd be like, fine, go, stupid ass kid, go. I do not have patience for that. What Tim was saying about, you know, spending all day outside. And I was like, yeah, you know, growing up like in the 80s and stuff, miss those days where you'd go play outside and yeah, you wouldn't come in until dinner time. You could play outside unsupervised and it was fine, you know. You'd climb trees and yeah, maybe you got hurt, but you'd get right up and right back up and do it again, you know. You fall out of a tree, you bounce, you climb up it again, you know. Just the bygone era. You know, they're talking about drinking from hose and eating mud pies. I never did that, but you get what I mean. And I'm just like, yeah, you know. I wish that would come back, you know. Some of our neighbors, I will see the kids outside, you know, like skateboarding, riding bikes and whatnot, which is good. But, you know, I just think to myself, like, it's too bad that we don't have, like, those days back in the 70s and 80s and early 90s where, yeah, you know, you want to go ride your bike. You ride it for hours. You didn't have to worry about, you know, someone nabbing you. I mean, granted, there were still bad people, but you know, you could go ride your bike and your parents didn't have to watch you every minute. We were called latchkey kids. You know, both parents would work, but you were fine being unsupervised. You know, you'd come home from school and you'd get right to your homework, you know, make yourself a snack, get to your homework, possibly start dinner. Maybe there were a few chores, you know, but you were by yourself for a bit. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that made kids more self-sufficient. And I kind of wish that we would go back to that. Maybe someday we will. Maybe someday we will rediscover those old ways and say, you know what, we need to do more of this. Because, you know, like, I was commenting the first couple of seasons when they were talking about watching Mallory, and I'm like, she's what, 13, 14? She's old enough to be by herself. You know, like, I'm sure she'll be fine. If it's a summer, she can entertain herself. She can hang out with Copper. She can, you know, read a book, watch TV, whatever. Like, she's fine. But people seem to think that, like, you can't be by yourself. And I'm like, if you're a teenager, you can definitely be by yourself. You know? Because teenagers get dressed on their own. They go to bed on their own. They're fine. Yeah, let them go. Let them run off.
Please stop.
Stupid kid will come back.
I'm serious, Luke. All right, that's far enough, okay?
Ooh, tie.
Whoa, stop! All right,
Maybe it didn't work out.
come on.
Doesn't always work out.
Nature and the entire universe around us.
And may the force be with you.
Wyatt thinks it's a bit rude.
Easy.
Yeah, she's obviously using a different horse.
Hey, it's not gonna hurt you.
They're fine, Tim.
Oh, wow. Nice job, Luke. Almost done. Why are there rocks in Maya's bed?
Oh, those are gemstones. They help with relaxation or something. She really believes they work.
Oh, yeah, of course she does.
Yeah, if nothing else, you could just kind of drop it there on the porch, and then Maya will think that maybe she dropped her phone. But Wyatt thinks it's a bunch of bullshit. If it is legit, I should look up something about that, like horse yoga. Because if it is legit, that does seem like it'd be kind of cool. As I said, you know, I do yoga occasionally. I did kind of make it a goal for this year to do more of it, and then I haven't done it at all because spraining my ankle and getting back into it. So I'm kind of hoping that as the weather gets warmer, that I can start doing it. I like doing it more on Saturday mornings. I prefer working out in the mornings, so I like doing it Saturday mornings. But then at the same time, I also like sleeping in Saturday mornings, which is ridiculous because I'm usually awake anyways. And it's only an hour, so even if I do go do yoga on a Saturday morning, it's like from 7 to 8. But yeah, I think coming up probably, I'm hoping maybe next month or whatnot that I'll be able to go ahead and maybe throw in a Saturday morning yoga class. And like I said, with summer coming, I'm gonna see about maybe doing it a little more. I've done it around the house, you know, when everything was shut down during the pandemic. I tried to do some, you know, I don't really have a good space. Like, I guess I could have tried to do it in our kitchen somewhere, but, you know, our TV is here in the living room and there's carpet. And so, you know, the carpet would move, or the mat would move a bit, and the mat really works, of course, on a tiled floor. So I don't know. It's like I have these good intentions of wanting to do more with yoga, and then it just doesn't happen. And really, last time I was there, I think, was around Thanksgiving, because she has like a Thanksgiving Day session. And so I went to that, and then I unfortunately wasn't able to do anything else. And then I think I was going to do it in January, but then for some reason I didn't, and then sprained my ankle, so that's added some extra time. So we'll see. I'll get back to it eventually.
See how this works. Good boy.
Like what she was saying, Warrior's not the only man in her
Okay,
life.
that's good. Fantastic.
You might be jealous.
Okay, so you're done with me.
Well, hold on, Dad.
Is that how the front door's supposed to look?
We just had to change it a bit, just to keep the birds safe.
Right, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's smart, Luke. Good work.
The kid had a little bit of a smile when he put his hat on. The kid liked that. My kid was right. You need to make the door smaller so the other critters can't get in.
Probably should have said something to you earlier, but honestly, it's no big deal.
Really?
Really? Yeah. I'm cool with it.
Really?
Mitch and I are friends, and
Well, now I just breathe.
Name of the episode.
Yeah, no. Just breathe a few times.
Helps with the yoga. Breathe.
Eventually,
breathe.
the anger just drains out of me.
It's not your fault. It's my fault. I should have told her.
You
about
shouldn't have
us.
said anything, Lou.
yeah, so
Believe in the power of gemstones, and I don't because that's stupid. She is a vegan. She'll tell you it 100 times. I hear what you're saying.
Even though they have those differences, it doesn't mean that they can't make it work. I mean, maybe over time he would be willing to try vegan food. Maybe over time she would be willing to do. I mean, she mentioned about going on trail rides, and that's kind of cowboyish. Maybe she would end up not, not becoming not vegan, but, she might be willing to, accept a little bit of the cowboy life. Because sometimes people change, especially if it's someone that you are with and you want to be with them. Sometimes you change. Sometimes it's just natural. You just change over time, and you don't make like a conscious effort. It's just things happen. So if he really wants to go for it, and if Maya really wants to go for it, then they'll make it work. And I do not believe for a second that Lou didn't know what she was doing. She totally did that on purpose. I think she knew Maya didn't know. I think she was totally faking that, pretending like she didn't know. I'm like, bullshit. But I've heard things, rumblings that Lou and Mitch do end up together, so I don't think he's gonna stay with Maya. I could be wrong. I know I saw a picture of Lou at one point where she was pregnant, and I think she was with Mitch. But, this is just stuff that I've seen. See, I need to stop doing shit like that because then I end up getting stuff ruined. But it was when I was scrolling through trying to find like the poster for this season. And sometimes when I'm scrolling through, I see images. And so I saw an image that had like Lou pregnant in a bed, and I think Mitch was with her. So I'm guessing that Mitch will be the new love interest, but they have their growing pains like how Amy and Ty had theirs.
Hey, you ready to see this, Wendy?
I do like Lou's outfit, the green jacket with the green shirt. I think that looks really good together, really sharp.
It's amazing, you guys.
I kind of wish that the jacket was leather, but
That's inside.
Luke likes that.
Do you want to go see the house?
She might be gone.
I just want to talk to you.
Look through the window. Is she even there? I guess she is.
I thought you were kind of done with that. You were
something came up.
So the only reason you didn't accept the deal was for Mitch. You should have given thought to everything else, your family. But the only reason that you didn't accept it was for Mitch. But now that he's moved on, you can move on too. Like I said, she can move on. She's got her closure. I think that she should have accepted the deal because I bet it would have been a lot of money. And then, as she said, she still would have remained as a shareholder and still would have gotten money. But now, of course, what happened? She found out something that she didn't want to hear, so she's running away. She's running back to New York. It seemed like the only reason she was interested in taking it was so that she could move forward with Mitch. And that's not exactly fair to her kids. Yes, Mitch is definitely important. You know, I'm one of those people who thinks that when you have kids, you definitely should not neglect your spouse or your partner. And I fully agree with that. But I think not wanting to take the deal simply so she can spend more time with Mitch. I mean, what if she and Mitch were together and it didn't work out? Regardless. You know? Plus, she'd be home, she'd get to be with her kids more. You know, and I think that would be really, I mean, yeah, Georgie's doing well, but Georgie is kind of absent right now, a mother and a father. It's kind of like she's lost a second set of parents, in a way.
Hey. I thought you'd gone home.
I just. Great.
Wanna help me brush them up?
They didn't last very long, but I keep hoping that maybe they'll get them back together. Doing some yoga with the. She's starting to believe it. You're gonna regret that.
Hey, John! Okay, so check it out.
That's a cute treehouse that they made. And I like that it's
You like that?
not so high, you know? I mean,
Yeah, she does. I just hope I can pay it forward. I'm doing everything I can to help him get through.
good.
I love you, you know
That's a cool treehouse. That was a cool treehouse, and I do like the little birdhouse that they added. And I like that when he commented about, you know, Luke making it, Luke, yeah, he seemed proud of himself, you know, he smiled. Or like when Tim put the cowboy hat on the kid, you know, the kid had, he kind of went, you know, he did smile just a little bit. So they've made progress with him. And, you know, Ty was talking about not having it be too high, being a treehouse, and I'm like, I think that's fine. It's still in the trees, it's still made from wood. And, you know, so that's something that Lindy will have for years. You know, she'll be able to hang out there when she's 12, 16. But and you can see her having some of her friends over, you know, maybe they'll be like, maybe she'll have like a bonfire or something and they hang out in the treehouse and they've got, you know, a little fire going, maybe a graduation party. They all hang out, play some radio, play some games, you know, so that's really going to be beneficial to her, I think. I think it'll be good for her to, or run there when times are tough, you know, when she needs to get away. So treehouse will be good. And you know, Lou, I know it's hard, but Lou just needs to accept what is and let it go. Now, I don't think he's gonna end up with Maya because, you know, he's saying that he loves mine. I'm like, yeah, but didn't you just say that you loved Lou like in the last season or so? Didn't you say you were in love with her? So that's awfully fast. Granted, time has passed. You know, season 11 ended like at Christmas, and this is several months later. They even mentioned about it being a few months later. But even with that, still, it's like that still seems awfully fast. But hey, you know, nowadays people fall in love in one day and fall out of love the next day. So, you know, people are fickle. So I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 3. If so, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Or subscribe for more content. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that notification bell to be alerted of future Heartland reactions. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I've got a variety of reactions. I've got horror, I've got drama, I've got sci-fi. Hopefully something to wet everyone's whistle. And if you are a Halloween fan like I am, the season, although the movie's awesome too, check out my Spooktober videos. You know, I will be posting for this year and beyond, so be sure to check those out. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You can find me both at Lazy Cat Actions. I post clips from my reactions, and on Instagram some other stuff too, so be sure to follow over there. And if you can, aw, he's so cute. If you can support me on Buy Me a Coffee, the link is in the description. Even just $5 helps. It will help to get more equipment or to feed my caffeine addiction, because a caffeinated Molly is a good Molly. And I will give you a shout out in a future video if you do that. And I would greatly love to be able to give you a shout out. And also, if you need an editor, please click on the link in the description for my editor and talk to her about your editing needs. She is absolutely awesome. She's the one that makes these videos look the way they do. And I hope you have been enjoying everything. Let me know down in the comments if you've been here from the beginning or if you just kind of stumbled along. I'd be curious to know how many people have been watching my reactions since season 1 and how many just started later. You know, let's just have a conversation. I hope you all have a great day, and a great week, and a great month, and a great year. Whenever this is posted, I hope life is treating y'all well. I am happy that you were here. Like I said, if you can support me, that'd be great. If not, though, you're here, and we're here watching Heartland together. I truly love the show. I've said that since day 1, and I am happy to see where the rest of this shortened season takes us. I will see you for episode 4.